Hey everyone, it's Lissette here. Welcome to my channel. For today's video, we're going to do a 4th of July nail design. I am so behind on everything. Life is 100% taking over. Yeah, that's why this video is late. Now, I did a couple of nail designs for 4th of July before, and I wanted to do something a little bit different, and I kind of honestly, my mind was drawing a blank, so I took to Pinterest, and as I was scrolling, I came across this image right here. This, first of all, I know it's AI, but it is so freaking pretty. It is extra, and I'm all for extra. Yes, I know it is the AI nail design, but I think that's what makes it more fun because nobody, from my understanding, nobody created this nail design yet in real life. So that's what I want to do. I want to try to create this nail design, and I'm hoping that I get as close as possible. So I have a lot. I am behind with videos. I know I missed this weekend, so this is why this video is going to land in the beginning of the week. Like I said, I really wanted to push out a 4th of July nail design for you guys. So I'm trying to shoot for Tuesday to push this video out. I don't know, hopefully we'll see how it goes. So yeah, let's just dive right in and get started with this nail design. Alright, so starting off, I'm going to be using the Exon Coffin non-C-curve tips. Now, these are sold out as of right now on the website, but we are processing it and it is going to come in soon. We're going to restock it really soon, you guys, I promise. But something exciting is we're also coming out with 2 new stiletto sizes, and these are an updated version from the last stiletto that we sold. So I'm actually really excited about the 2 new ones that's going to be launching real soon. But that's gonna come soon, I promise. So I took out my little side lamp because we are going to be gluing these down. Now, before you want to do anything, you want to make sure you are dehydrating your nail plates, and then you're going to go in with your rubber base gel. Now, for this rubber base gel, I like to apply it to the entire surface first, applying that all over the nail. I take my tip, I put it on, and then I flash cure that in place. Now, this lamp as well is on the website, lgnpro.com. Oh, and actually, since 4th of July, hello, we're gonna do a 4th of July sale. So I will leave the promo code here so you guys can save some moolah if you do shop LGN Pro. And I'll have that link below as well. So yay, another sale for you guys. I'm excited. But anyway, so back to the nails. I'm just applying that to the entire surface. I'm taking my tip and I'm gluing them down. This is how I like to glue them down. I don't like to use air dried glue. I feel like this rubber base gel holds onto the tip longer and stronger than regular air dried glue. I don't get any kind of separation, and also it's protecting my natural nail plate, and it adheres amazing, you guys. It is super strong. It is not going to, you know, it helps with no lifting. So if you're having trouble lifting, please invest in my rubber base gel. I think you guys would love it. But once I do that, I do go ahead and I put my hand in the full size lamp for a full 60 seconds. Now, if you notice, my pinky is shorter than the rest of the nails. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to take those scissors and kind of just go straight across. I like to have the nails straight and even with each other. When it comes to the thumb, I did kind of like make it a little bit shorter than I would have liked. But it's okay. Nobody really noticed unless I pointed it out. So yeah, I'm going back in with my rubber base gel because I am somebody who doesn't really like filing the entire tip. My base gel adheres to tips amazingly, you guys. You're not going to get any kind of separation. Filing your nails is kind of like, you could skip that step with this rubber base gel. I do advise you blend your tip into your nail plate, but as far as filing the whole entire tip, you could just skip that and then just apply this rubber base coat. But once I do that, I do go ahead and put my hand back inside the full size lamp and do a full cure for 60 seconds. The color of the day is Peach Perfect. I don't know what it is. I think I'm like low-key starting to be obsessed with this color, and maybe it's because, you know, I am tan right now. I'm like super tan, and this color just looks really good on my hands right now. So yeah, I'm just going in with this Peach Perfect color. I'm going to apply that to the ring nail, and I'm going to fully build up the structure of these. I do like to add a thin wet layer first, and then I don't cure it. It is still wet. I take a larger amount, and that's when I float that layer on top. Now, as I am doing this, I don't know if you can really tell, but I am pointing my finger or nail down so gravity can kind of help me make sure that this gel is not going to flood into the cuticle. One thing about hard gel, or just gel in particular, that you need to know: when your room is cold, the gel is stiffer. When the temperature of your room is really hot, the gel is going to move quickly, meaning it's more looser, and it's just gonna flow into places you're not gonna want it to flow. So you do kind of have to work a little bit quickly. This day, I'm pretty sure I had like the AC blasting, so the gel wasn't moving as fast, which was nice. So I did have a lot of time to work with it. But again, what helps is if you feel like your gel is floating into your cuticle or is moving in places that you don't want it to move, just flip your finger upside down, let gravity kind of redirect it to the middle, and then you can see where it's at after a few seconds. If you like it, you're gonna flash cure that in place, or you could do a full cure. I like to do flash cures at least like 15 to 20 seconds, just to make sure, like, you know, it has nowhere to go, it's frozen. And then you can go in after that and add more, which I did, and you're gonna see that in a second. Once I cured it, I did go back in with a large amount because I felt like the apex was not there. So yeah, I just keep doing that until I was pretty much satisfied with it, and then I did go ahead and do a full cure for 60 seconds. For the other nails, I started to just add a thin layer. I kind of wanted just to have a base layer before I applied any kind of physical color. So I just added a thin layer to each of the nails, and after I did that, I did refer back to the image, and then I realized the pinky, like, I want to get these as close as possible, you guys. So I kept looking at the image like throughout this whole process. So it shows the pinky was like a chrome red, and I'm specifically only focusing on the top nails. If you notice, the pinky is like this pure chrome red. So, and I wanted to match the thumb like that. So you're gonna see I did end up going back to the pinky and the thumb and build out the structure. So yeah, you're gonna see I kind of like did a double take and just went back right to it after I cured that in place, and then just added more, building out the apex on the pinky and the thumb, because like I said, I wanted those to be a chrome, and the image didn't show what the thumb looked like, so I just kind of repeated whatever the pinky was. From there, I went in with my nail cleanser, and I'm just going in and using a lint-free wipe and just gonna, I can't even talk, I'm gonna cleanse the surface of the nails, removing that sticky layer, because we're gonna go in with polish, and I wanted the polish to be encapsulated, and I really wanted to make sure that the design was gonna look as close as possible. And for some reason, I don't know, I thought encapsulating would be perfect. But anyway, so for the colors, I'm going in with Ocean Heart. This blue is gorgeous, and it has like this iridescent, not iridescent, like a hollow glitter inside of it. It is gorgeous. I had to have this one. I used this on my mother-in-law recently, and she was in love with it, and yeah, I had to pull this out again. Of course, we need a red, and this one is called BFF, which is a pure red, but I do add something with that, and you'll see that in a second. Of course, we need the white, so this one is called White Addict. I took out 4 different types of glitters. So this first one is called Dancing, and it's almost reminds me of like an eggshell. I don't know, it's pretty. This one is called Starlight, and it has like these really gold pretty flakes inside of it. This one is called Dare to Shine, which is a chunky silver gold. And then the last one is called Kiss Me Now, which is a hollow. I wanted to incorporate this with the whites, so yeah. Coming back to the red, now the image shows nothing pure red. It does show it like a chrome powder, so I ended up putting this, and I'm pretty sure I got this one from Amazon. And then I took out these stars, because instead of me trying to hand draw these tiny little stars, I was like, let me just add some hollow stars to make it easier for myself. So I pulled that out. For this, I ended up using the liner. Is this one the liner? I think this is the liner or the striper. I can't remember which one this one is. This might be the longer one. The brush I'm speaking of. So I took that. This is the striper, definitely. So I took the striper brush, and I started to draw the pointer. Yeah, so like I said, I'm trying to do it as close as possible to what the image shows. And I'm gonna, like I said, I kept referencing the image again over and over again, just glancing at it, making sure I'm doing it like how it should look. I wanted to do it as close as possible, so I started off with the white, trying to draw these stripes on. And I did, you know, as I was doing it, I was, you know, flash curing it, because I'm horrible with messing things up in the middle of the whole process. So once I did that, again, I just flash cured that in place. When it came to the middle, again, I did the white stripes first, and I just kept going across, and then I cured that in place as I was going. And then you're gonna see me just jump to the red and then the blue and blah blah blah, just trying to create the design as close as possible. This was tedious. I was working, this is sped up, you guys, and I cut a good amount out because I kept flash curing it and making sure it was gonna stay put exactly where I put it. And like I said, I just didn't want to mess these up. I wanted to do this design really good, so yeah. Now, when looking at the image, the pointer nail and the middle nail, the stripes had two different types of like silvery line work, and that's why I decided to go in with these colors. So for the pointer, I ended up using that hollow silver and then the chunky gold, and I did layer one on top of the other. Before I added the other color, the other glitter, I did flash cure this part first, and then I went in with the other glitter and then I laid that on top. And then I did the same thing for the middle nail, which I used that other goldy kind of glitter polish, and then I did the, I'm gonna call it like an eggshell color, not eggshell color, eggshell glitter. I added that on top. You couldn't really see it, but aesthetically, like looking at the photo, that's what that reminded me of, so that's why I did it that way. For the top of this, I ended up adding the hollow and the glitter on top of this, and I cured that in place because I knew this was going to be all of the bling, and you wasn't really gonna see this, but I did feel like it needed something like in the back just in case something was poking through. The glitter and the hollow would be what you would see if, you know, there was like a spot that was like open and you can see through the nail. So just did this as a background for the stones that we will place later, and I just cured that in place. Now this is where I added the other two colors, the other two glittered polishes. I'm gonna link all of it below. Like I stated, I actually have a promo code for this company. This is Nail Reserve. I talk about them a lot, you guys, and I just think they're just really good quality. The coverage is amazing. You can draw so much art with it, and I don't know, and it smells good. I always talk about how much it smells good. So yeah, I'll leave that linked below, and then I'll just pop in really fast. My promo code, if I'm not mistaken, is Lissette Cruz, and you will save 50% off if you purchase from them with my code, of course. But yeah, I'm gonna just let y'all keep seeing this, and then you are gonna see me add the blue on top and cure everything in place. Y'all, I almost forgot about this. I ended up taking the shiny No White top coat and I mixed in some of that chrome powder on top. Now something told me I was gonna like rub it in, and I was like, pause, don't mess it up, Lissette, you're gonna ruin it and you're gonna be pissed off at yourself. So I did it this way. I just tapped in some of that chrome powder inside the top coat. I mixed it up, and then I went in with the red back on top of the red, and then I filled that in, and it just looks so good. I was so happy with how it was coming out at this point. I was so excited, and I was trying my best to make sure everything was looking good, and I was taking my time. This is why this wasn't voiceover, because this took, I want to say, it took a really long time. I don't even know how long it took, but it took so long because I was so slow with each line and every little thing I was doing. I wanted these to be perfect. So yeah. Now that I got all the color down, I'm going in with crystal clear because we're going to add some of these stars. Now, I told you before, I did not want to hand draw these stars. And this was the easiest way that I thought of putting something down. And I don't really pull these out, so I think this is perfect. So I added a really thin layer of that hard gel, and then I just started adding some of these stars. Now, in the photo, it showed like 3 little stars, and I felt like that was too it was too sparse, so I did add more stars than what the photo showed, and I was happy with it. And once I did that, I just made sure I cured that in place. for these two nails, I was more than happy with how they looked. So this is when I decided to go in and start encapsulating. I'm going in with my crystal clear hard gel. And this brush, if I'm not mistaken, this was the oval number 6 brush. This is the pink brush. I do sell it in gold, which you guys are shopping hard with the gold. I was surprised you guys liked how much the gold it was. But yeah, so I'm actually really excited you like these brushes. But anyway, I'm going in and I'm going to start encapsulating this one as well as the middle nail, and then doing one nail at a time, curing that in place. Tell me these don't look good. Oh, I was so happy with it. They look so pretty encapsulated. But from here, I'm going in. I'm going to clean the surface of the nails because we're going to go into filing and shaping these up. Now, a lot of you kept asking about the nail file that I showed previously. And this nail file, unfortunately, I don't have a code. I don't have a link because this is something that I am working on. It's pretty much like a sample of what I would like to come out with, but you guys really like it. You guys like the shape, and I am like in love with how strong it is. So we're still working on it, and you know, I just have to, you know, give my little critiques on it here and there, and then hopefully soon we'll be able to start, you know, production and, you know, get these rolling and, you know, add them to the site, which I'm actually really excited about. It's a long process, so these might take a little while to come out with, so bear with me. But yeah, anyway, so this is a 180 nail file, and then on the other side I do have the buffer. This is a peel and stick, so it's removable, disposable, and then you can clean the metal part of it. And then reuse the metal file and then peel and stick some new files as you go along. So yeah, so from here, I'm just, like I said, I'm just gonna file these into shape and then just buff everything smooth, and we go on to the next step. So I still have some of this red chromey polish powder that I created, and I didn't want to just toss it and throw it away, so I decided to use it for the pinky as the background of the chrome. I used that on the pinky as well as the thumbnail, just a really thin layer, and then I just cured that in place. And it was, as you see, is real sparse. It's like it's not covering anything. I just didn't feel comfortable just trying to clean off that and just throwing away the polish that I made. So I just added a thin layer and then I cured that in place. But once I did that, I did go back in with the chrome powder and I rubbed it in, because as the picture, the pinky is a red chrome, so I just did that really fast. And then once I completed that, I did top coat it because I didn't want to mess it up. After that, I did have to go pick up the kids, so I just did a shiny top coat really fast just to lock it in and it won't get messed up while I, you know, do my little errand real fast. But I did go ahead and I cured that for a full 60 seconds. Now, I pulled these out. Honestly, I don't remember where I got these from. It could have been Amazon or maybe like AliExpress a while back. I had these for a while, so I had to dig for these. But looking at the photo, it showed like these I don't know, like these chunkier charms on it. So I pulled these out and I was kind of happy with how these like looked. So I pulled that out. But on top of that, I took out my bling boxes, you guys. I took out the red and blue, which is the cyan and sapphire bling it box. Oh my god, I'm talking so fast I can't breathe, you guys. So I took these out. They are gorgeous, beautiful. So on top of that, I took out the crystal clear and the AB crystal bling box as well. And yeah, we're gonna go in and we're gonna start blinging these nails up. And again, I kept referring to the photo, you guys, so I kept going back, trying to get as close as possible. And y'all already know, of course, I'm going in with my Bling It No Wipe Rhinestone Gel. And for this, I like to apply this to the entire surface. This cures non-tacky. There is no sticky layer, so you don't need to apply a top coat if you don't want to. If you want the extra shine, sure, apply a top coat. But if you want to skip that step, you can go straight in with this, add your bling, call it a day. No sticky layer, you guys. No sticky layer. And yeah, it acts as a top coat and it secures your stones in place. So like I said, I'm actually starting with the ring nail for this one. I'm applying that to the entire surface. And again, I try to get it as close as possible to the photo. And each nail, I kept glancing at the photo, you guys. Like, this was so freaking tedious. Like, you guys don't even know how long this took me. But yeah, I don't know. I really wanted it to look like the AI photo, the AI nails. But I did go ahead and I did this one by one. And I just, you know, kept adding the stones and curing it as I went along. And yeah, like I said, I was glued to that photo. Baby, I don't think y'all understand how hype I was when I cured these in place. Started, you know, adding my cuticle oil. You guys, these look so freaking good. I really enjoyed this nail design. I'm actually really liking trying to recreate an eye nail design. Like, I think it was super hard trying to, you know, do it exactly to the T, but these look freaking good. I am super happy and super excited with how these came out. Let me know what you guys think, and if there is another design you would like for me to try to create, send them my way. DM it to me if you want to email it. You know, be my guest. Send it all over to me because I am up for a challenge, you guys. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this nail design. Let me know what you guys think. Please, please, please have a safe, beautiful, wonderful, happy 4th of July with your loved ones. And yep, I'll see you guys in the next one. Love ya.